Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, hope I'll be having a great week. If not, hope this video can make it a little bit better. Man, oh man, in today's video, we got to talk about the man, the myth, the legend himself, Ryan Williams from Alabama. But hold on, before we get into that, apparently, it is my 50th birthday. Yes, that is right, you heard me correctly. Kermit Mahomes has stated, Alabama, a.k.a. the new little bro, lost to that bum known as Nico Iamaleava. Mr. Milt the Stilt, not my name, I digress. You are still my favorite 50-year-old. Happy birthday. Number one, it is not my birthday. And number two, I'm not 50. At this point in time, I'm starting to think that Kermit Mahomes is my number one arch nemesis in this life. And oh, what about this? Happy 67th birthday, Millie the Hillbilly. Yeah, you're getting banned. I'm not going to hold you. Millie the Hillbilly is crazy. You know what? We're not going to ban you. I'm just going to give you a strike. How about that? Continues to write, man, time does fly by, doesn't it? I'm not even going to answer that. We'll go with one more comment here. This is from LG Towns. Matt B. DeBoer, I've been keeping up with the channel for a couple years now. Thank you for that. Hope you've enjoyed your time here. And it's been a fun ride. Hope you hit 500K. Hey, what about that? A normal comment, and I hope we hit it too, my brother. Maybe one day, man. Maybe one day. If we keep working hard, make it happen. I would love to read off all the wonderful comments we get on the channel, but we gotta get into some football stuff. The Ryan Williams situation is really, and I mean really interesting to me. How do we get to this point, though? Let me give you a quick refresher. In high school, he was Mr. Alabama in back-to-back years. He reclassified. He was a unanimous 5-star recruit. He committed and signed with Alabama. And we all remember the infamous Georgia game where he went off and he became a household name overnight. He had the twirly twirl 3,000 catch, and that's what put him on the map. Had a great game that night without even looking it up. I believe he had 6 or 7 catches for like 177 yards to be exact. It's something like that. But here's a fun fact for you. Did you know, ever since that Georgia game, Ryan Williams hasn't had one singular game with over 100 receiving yards? Yeah. I think that's going to shock some of you. Let me say that one more time. Since the 4th game of the season last year, he hasn't crossed 100 yards. Not once. And to be honest with you, ever since the Tennessee game, he has pretty much been a non-factor on the offense. Not only has he not had over 100 receiving yards since the Georgia game, but after the Tennessee game, he hasn't even surpassed, it's hard to even believe this, but it's true, 53 receiving yards. You can have your own opinion about this channel. You can have your own opinion about me. You can have your own opinion about Alabama football. But here's one thing you can't dispute, and that's why I love them. Cold, hard facts and evidence. And I got them for this video, so you better get ready. I'm showing it to you right here. He has played in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 straight games without crossing 53 yards. Yikes. Now, I already know what some people are saying, but Matt, last year he had the CDL driver throwing him the football, Jalen Milroe. Hey, I get it, and I have given him a little pass for that. Alabama wasn't that great of a throwing team last year, so it was really hard to be too critical of them, especially with, you got to take into account the LSU game where Milroe just single-handedly beat the Tigers by himself on the ground. But here's where things get fascinating. It's a new season, and in the season opener game against Florida State, Ryan Williams didn't just look not great, he didn't even look that good. He looked average. Had a couple drops in the game, only had 5 catches for 30 yards. But here's the most glaring thing to me. It's not just the receiving numbers that are low because receivers can't always control that. He didn't look physical out there. He got pushed around. I really hate to question his effort because he was a bright spot for the Tide last year. But it didn't look like he was giving 100% effort in that Florida State game. And that's my honest assessment. You want to know who looked really good, though, in that opener? Jeremy Bernard. The best wide receiver in the entire Alabama room. Yeah, that's right. You heard me correctly. And yeah, that's right. I said it. Let me explain, though, because your casual college football fans and most of your Alabama fans, they are under this perception that Ryan Williams is wide receiver 1. Ryan Williams is the best wide receiver that Alabama has. But I'm here to tell you, he's not. And I don't even think it's close. Don't worry, I'm not just going to throw out outlandish claims and statements. I got facts to back them up. I tweeted this out. If you want to follow the Twitter, feel free to do so. Dating back to last year, Bernard has had more receiving yards than Williams in 8 out of the last 10 games. Bernard has steadily been a great player for Bama. After the Georgia game, guess who was the go-to guy on the Alabama offense for Milroe? Jeremy Bernard, but nobody talked about him. You can't make it up. Men lie, women lie, but numbers never lie. 8 out of the last 10 games, Bernard has been the top wide receiver for Alabama. 89 yards against South Kakalaki, 72 against Tennessee, and 82 against Missouri, 81 against Mercer. Who cares? It's Mercer. 60 yards against Oklahoma, 111 against Auburn, and 80 against Michigan. Remember, Ryan Williams wasn't too good in the Michigan game. He had multiple drops in that one. Oh, wow. I forgot about that, but it's all coming back to me now. In the first game of this season against the Seminoles, guess who was one of the best players on the field, regardless of offense and defense? Jeremy Bernard, 8 catches, 146 yards to be exact. He is Alabama's best wide receiver. I don't know how you could say otherwise. You're not watching the same game that I'm watching. He has for sure hands, and you can count on him every single game. To be honest with you, I don't know what I'm going to get out of Ryan Williams, and what I saw in that Florida State game is he looks soft. Don't get it twisted. Williams is a great player, but he has not been the best wide receiver in this room. Let's not be delusional. Who has more potential, Bernard or Williams? Well, duh. He's got generational talent. It's Ryan Williams. But here's my problem with Williams. He lacks that fire. He lacks that edge, and I think Bernard, he has something to prove. Going back to last year, this Alabama team has had some embarrassing performances. They haven't been given max effort, and the season opener against Florida State, it was embarrassing to say the least. But one of the bright spots has always been Bernard. I have never questioned his effort, but outside the effort, I can't remember the last time he's had a bad game. And I don't want you to get caught up in, oh, well, he's out-receiving Williams. It's not just that. He's outperforming him in every aspect of the game. Blocking, effort, you name it. He's a more physical wide receiver, and by default, I think his routes look a little bit better than Williams. And here's another problem that Williams has. He's a finesse player. You're in the Southeast. You got to be gritty, and you got to be a dog. Bernard, I give him credit. He's a dog. Before I go any farther, let me throw this out there. I'm not trying to pin these guys against one another, and I also am not trying to get Alabama fans to go, oh, yeah, Matt, you're right. We should start hating on Ryan Williams. No, that's not what I'm getting up here trying to do at all. I'm just letting you know that your best wide receiver on this team is Bernard, and Williams needs to get his act together and pick it up. DeBoer's not going to scream at him. That's cool. I'll scream at him. Hey, Ryan Williams, you've been sucking recently. Let me address this, too. I've had a bunch of people send it to me where Ryan Williams, he is still continuing to go viral. I don't know why. I guess it's a big deal. It was going viral last year as well. He's painting his nails before the games and whatnot. I'm going to keep it a Fortnite V-Buck with you. I mean this in the nicest way possible. I do not care. I know y'all want me to have some strong and crazy opinion and take on this, but I don't care. I don't have any more to add to it besides, is this something I would do? Absolutely not, but to each their own. We're all different. I'm here to talk about football, not him painting his nails. And I also heard some story that apparently he lets his sister do it for some reason, so I don't know. Also had people sending me a picture where I guess he's carrying some teddy bear or dinosaur into the arenas now. I don't know what that's about. I'm going to go back to this. It's not really football related. That's his personal life, and I'm not going to talk about it. I don't know what's going on behind the scenes with Ryan Williams with that T-Rex doll and whatnot, but here's what I do know. He's not a killer. Julio Jones, cold-blooded killer. Amari Cooper, cold-blooded killer. Devontae Smith. Guys like that, cold-blooded killers. They had this, and I hate to say it because now this word's cringy because so many people use it. They had this aura about them, man. It was something different. And I don't feel that way with Williams. You know what I feel when I watch Ryan Williams or what I think about him? I'm like, oh, yeah, he's a great player and whatnot, but I just think of TikTok dances and stuff. He doesn't strike me as a cold-blooded assassin and killer like a Julio Jones, Amari Cooper, guys like that. I'll put it to you like this. I don't view Ryan Williams as like a real football player. I don't know if that makes sense. I hope it does. I view him as a guy who has God-given talent and abilities that also likes to do other things in this life besides football. Whereas Julio, no, he didn't just want to beat you. He wanted to annihilate you. He wanted to run through every person in his way. I don't get that with Ryan Williams. He strikes me as a guy where if you punch him in the nose, he'll bow down. I hope he proves me wrong. Last 10 games or so, he's been a soft football player, and he needs to take notes from his buddy, Jeremy Bernard. You know what I would love? Oh, yeah, this would be great. Not going to happen, but it's what he needs. Next time he drops a pass, I want Ty Simpson to run up to him, grab by his face mask, and say some things I can't repeat here on YouTube. That would be amazing. You know why? Because that's what championship teams do. They hold each other accountable. It's not okay to drop an easy pass. You want a great example? Remember when A.J. McCarron and the center, Barrett Jones, were going at it in the national championship game when the game was over? They were up 42-14. Where has the Alabama that I grew up watching gone? Where is it gone? Many more things I could say I went off here. Let me know your thoughts down below. But Romana!